to my channel. I am Hawkinsimmer, and today we are doing a speed build for my 75th YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Woo! This is a speed build, but it's a special speed build because, I don't know. Okay, hear me out. Obviously, you know from the title that this is my home. This is the home that I live in. So I just feel like this is something I do for fun. It's something that I do for me. I like carving out time to just play The Sims and also just like to do something creative. And like, you don't realize how many new skills you learn when you start doing something like this. So I've just like along the way decided to kind of, commemorate some of the milestones. So like for my 10th video, I made all my pets in The Sims. And a pet tag is jingling right on cue. I honestly don't remember what I did for my 25th video, but my 50th video, I made my sim self, and now it's my 75th video, and I decided to build my actual home in The Sims. So I won't be including any photos just because, like, the internet is kind of the wild, wild west, and I doubt that anyone would ever, attempt to find my home, but I just wouldn't want that to happen. So yeah, so this is my home. So it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. I think I've mentioned on here probably a few times that we bought a foreclosure. Well, really, my husband bought a foreclosure. We weren't married yet, and like obviously like weren't making like lifelong decisions at the time. But he bought a foreclosure 5 years ago? 6. Ooh, it might be 6. And we came to the house, and his dad, who's a forever optimist, was like, look, it's great. It's great. It's so great in here. And I was like, oh, honey, there's water pouring in from the ceiling in the kitchen. And it's a drizzle outside, so I don't know. And he's like, oh, we'll patch that. Fast forward to 3 years later, and we did not move into this house until 3 years of renovating. It was not just a leak. All of the beams in the house had to be replaced. All of the floor joists had to be replaced. We took it back to the studs and then some. It was a labor of love. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fix-it person. And it didn't help that, like, at the time, I was still in college. So I was living 2 hours away. And, so I didn't do a whole lot. And I wasn't coming home to see my family and my boyfriend and then coming to work on this house. That was not my idea of a good weekend. So I didn't do that. But we've come a long way. We moved in at around the 3-year mark, and I was finishing up school at that time. I was still in school, but when I would come home, I would come here. So, But yeah, so originally it was kind of 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and it was super walled off, and like the front porch area was completely walled in, which was terrible. It was such useless space, so we just made it a porch again, and I love our front porch. Super love our front porch. I think it's so cute. We have a little porch swing. We don't have porch swings in The Sims, but Lord, I wish we did. But we wanted to have a master bathroom, so we switched it up a little bit. The 2 bedrooms are exactly how they were when we got here. We obviously took everything back. Everything in this house is brand spanking new, except for the basement. But those 2 rooms, their footprint stayed the exact same, and everything else changed quite a bit. Where the hall bathroom and laundry room and hallway to the back door is, that was the kitchen, and actually the master bathroom too was the kitchen. And then where the kitchen is now, which you'll see in a minute, was a bedroom. So you had to go through that bedroom to get to the basement and to that very front room. I don't know. It was a mess, girl. And honestly, this landscaping is a bold-faced lie. She's lying to you, baby girl. Our landscaping consists of a bunch of raggedy hostas. So that is true. And 1 very pink azalea that was here when we bought the house, and through all the renovations we stomped all over it every year. And oh my Lord, she is loyal. She comes back every year and blooms beautifully for a couple of weeks in May. She's gorgeous. Honestly, she's doing her best work. Also, the other thing that's like legitimately true is the magnolia tree in the front, other than ours is a little smaller. We call him Lil Jim. He's a Lil Jim magnolia tree, so we call him Jim. and he is our love burn. We put like, I don't know, we did that thing at our wedding where you put dirt from your childhood homes in, you mix it all together, and then you plant it. It's corny. Get over it. I like trees. I don't know. But we're already inside the house. It didn't have a patio when we bought it, but we put one in because the house kind of slopes, or sorry, the yard slopes into the house. So we put in a French drain and like dug down to put a patio, and it's super cute. I really love our patio. I think it's like one of the best parts of our little house. Really love our patio. But yeah, so I'm doing the master bathroom now. Our master bathroom isn't huge, but it's manageable. It's awkward because our sink is centered and there's like counter on both sides, but it's kind of hard to do that in The Sims. So, you know, that's annoying. Like, it wasn't quite this big, but I don't know. And then we did all of the tile work in both of these bathrooms, and it was a nightmare that I will spare you from. But yeah. And the laundry room isn't actually this big, but to make the rest of the house work, I mean, you just know, if you play in The Sims, like, you just know that because everything has to snap to an exact grid, like, it's kind of difficult to make houses work the way they work in real life. So in actuality, the laundry room isn't quite this big. It's like one tile. It'd be like a half tile less. And like the way it fits in with the bathroom, it's hard to explain, girl, but just know that it's a lie. Obviously, I had to add in a bunch of stuff for all of our pets. If you've missed that video, I'll probably link it above or at the end of the video, but we have 2 dogs and 3 cats, so our home is covered in hair, top to bottom. It does not matter how often we sweep and vacuum, chom, we have hair on everything all of the time. Literally, it's exhausting. I've just come to terms with, like, this is who we are as people. This is just who we are. And until I make enough money to have a maid, this is just who we're going to be. It's just who we're going to be. We also have a creepy dungeon basement that I did off camera, but I have pictures of it at the end. But this front room is just like our spare room. It's where our friends stay over if, you know, they're in town and need a place to sleep. It's where my brother stays sometimes when he's in town. But it's really just a bed and a bunch of like bookshelves and cases that like we've had through like college and stuff. And that white thing is a giant filing cabinet. And then our dog Scout has a crate in there, but we don't have crates in The Sims, so I just put a dog bed instead. But this is our room. It's smaller than this for sure, like probably a half tile less at the foot of the bed maybe, but we just have like plain black furniture. Something I got when I was in high school. I asked for new bedroom furniture for Christmas one year. It was like a Christmas birthday situation together. And actually, our bed frame doesn't even fit in this room. So we just use like a Hollywood bed frame. It's pretty tall though, so that we can fit a bunch of storage underneath it. But yeah, as you can tell, our house is subway tile and gray. We, you know, hopped on the trendy trend of 5 years ago, and you know what? Mistakes were made. It's definitely not what I plan to go for in my next home, but it is what it is. Right here, though, I'm like digging through all of the wall art and like wall decorations to try and find something that matches what we have. So for our 1-year anniversary last year, Nick had our aisle runner framed, and it has like an H for Hawkins and our wedding date on it, and it's like really beautiful, and he had it put in this really gorgeous frame, and so that's above our bed, and it was a really beautiful gift. But there's nothing really like that in The Sims, so you know, it is what it is. I think there was kind of something like that in The Sims 3 where it had like all of the Sims alphabet, but I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. But here we are moving on to the kitchen. It is small, so this part of our house is teeny tiny. It's one big room and it is small. And the problem with Sims tables is that like the 4-seater table is way too small. No one's dining table is that small, and the 6-seater table is like too big for this room. It needs to be somewhere like in between, I guess, but that wouldn't fit on the grid, obviously. So yeah, but it's honestly the kitchen's pretty similar to real life in all reality. But our dining room table's right there. The door To the left is the pantry. I didn't put anything in it, but that is a pantry in our real life. And then we bought a sectional over the holidays. Actually, I think it was on New Year's Day, maybe. We bought a sectional. We'd been looking for a couch for a really long time. We had hand-me-down couches. So it was really great to get a big, comfy couch, and I love our couch. Knowing what we know now, maybe we do something a little different, but it's serving its purpose currently. But we have a bookshelf, and then the TV stand actually has like a little, electric fireplace in it, which is fun in the winter time. And then we do have a giant doggy bed and a basket of blankies, but it's not as cute as that one and much larger and overflowing. We have a cat tree in the corner, and we also have a little scratcher down by the bed. So honestly, like, this room is pretty accurate to what it actually is, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're coming close to the end of the video. So again, I just wanted to commemorate the fact that I've put 75 videos on this channel, and I know it's not much, but I've also reached 40 subscribers recently. So it's just fun to celebrate some of the little things. So of course, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload new videos every Monday and Thursday at around 4 p.m. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye!